Hello, hope you're having a fantastic day. I want to talk about our financial genius. We all have a financial investor inside of us, and we just did an article on how to tap into our financial genius. And it takes financial education and, of course, actively investing for passive income. So, in other words, we have to get information from the right mentors that have done what we want to do in regards to money and investing. And when we build wealth, we need to understand that it comes with total freedom. So if it doesn't come with freedom, then we shouldn't do it. Our businesses are supposed to be running on themselves, right? By themselves, without us being in them. We're going to be working on our businesses, not in our businesses. And the way we have to invest is to look for assets or build assets that produce passive income. Specifically, we need that constant cash flow coming in from direct sales and businesses that we're controlling with our company. It's the only way to break free from the rat race, tap into the fast track, and of course get into the velocity of cash flow. That's when we receive an excess of cash flow from assets that we're controlling, and we can tap into also something that is called infinite return on investment, which means that we have recouped the initial capital that we invested back, and we're still collecting passive income from the asset. Even though we may have good debt on that asset, we still control the debt and the asset, but we don't have any of our own capital invested in the asset. So that is infinite return investment. That's literally money for nothing. And so we want to be able to tap into that type of return. Okay, that's the holy grail. That's the highest level of investing, right? And so when people say we need money to make money, that can be true for someone that has financial education. So we can make money with money, okay? And we can calculate that and invest it somewhere where it's going to grow immediately, and we can see the results and get the cash flow back, right? We need to be receiving passive income from our assets, otherwise they're not assets. So we have to make sure that we label assets what truly are assets. We cannot be labeling an asset something that is a liability, okay? And a lot of people have that in the financial statements. They label assets what in reality is their liabilities. So we can tell by the way the cash flow is flowing. Like I said, if it's making us passive income and it's paying us every single day, every single week, every single month, then it's an asset. If it's not, then it's a liability. So there's nothing wrong with having liabilities now. We can have as many liabilities as we want, as long as we have assets that will pay for those liabilities expenses. So we first focus on the assets column. If we want a liability, then we just simply figure out how to acquire an asset or an investment that will pay and take care of that liability. So that way we obtain it for free, because the asset is literally buying that liability for us. And our assets also buy other businesses and investments. And that's the way we truly tap into true wealth, is by having our businesses buy other businesses and investments and pay for our living expenses. You can follow the cash flow tetrahedron that we have inside of our ebook, How to Build Cash Flow with the Internet Turn Passive Income On. Make sure you go check it out. Link in the description. It's going to teach you how to launch a brand, not just a company, how to turn our companies into brands that can be here for ever, generation after generation. We want to have companies that have intrinsic value and business integrity. And we talk about it all the time. Intrinsic value is when the company has protection over the assets or something that is unique that it's doing. It could be even the logo, trademark, patent, intellectual property, anything that is of value that no one else can copy or take from the company. That needs to be protected. The legalities need to be in order. And when that happens, then the business has intrinsic value, and it becomes way more valuable. It becomes a brand now, and it needs to have business integrity, which means it needs to be for a profit. We need to make money. We need to produce positive cash flow. So the product which we choose needs to be selected wisely, because it needs to be a product, whether we're building a product from scratch or selecting a product from somebody else's catalog, and we're going to just drive sales into those sales pages. It needs to be a product that is in high demand, that people have a lot of problems with that with that niche, and we can solve that problem by providing the product in front of them with smart marketing and systems. Remember, we're not going to be doing the sales ourselves, but the number one skill of a wealthy entrepreneur to master is to sell without selling using systems and a smart marketing. Okay, and the number one job of a wealthy entrepreneur is to raise capital. So from the front end, meaning from the sales that we're getting from our marketing that we have with our products and services, and the sales funnels are collecting emails every day, building our email list with potential clients, and we're going to nurture them on autopilot. And then it needs to make money from the back end as well, or raise capital from the back end, I should say, by being an established business, a real business with intrinsic value and business integrity that we can attract other investors. And we need to also learn how to sell without selling to them. We need to show them that the business is valuable not by talking but by facts, because we have everything documented like I mentioned earlier. So when it comes to building our businesses, we need to document everything from the beginning. It's not about hiding money, and we can minimize taxes all the way to zero legally by showing everything that we're making and using the tax code and to our advantage to select business expenses that can literally take away all of our taxes. So when we build our wealth with debt, good debt right from the gate is tax-free because money is created with debt. Okay, so all debt is tax-free. So we should always use debt as much as possible. Credit cards, personal loans, mortgages, anything that we can raise, even through friends, it needs to be put into an asset, and we need to use that as a tool to lower our taxes and take us to ultimate wealth, right? Financial freedom. That's what we want. We want total freedom. We want to be able to live the life that we always desire, inspiring other people. And you'll be surprised how many people are literally right there. Just one action to break away from the rat race or something that they don't like. So take action, go ahead, read our ebook, subscribe to our newsletter, it's free, and invest in your financial education, because that's how we're going to wake up our financial genius, and we need to start investing. And we start with financial education. That would be the best investment we can make if you never made any investments in your life. A lot of people talk about investing when they give their money away to a broker to invest it for them. That's not investing. That is trading, and that is literally the worst way to invest. It's not even investing, like I said. A monkey can do that. It doesn't take any financial intelligence to give the money away to somebody, and you have no voice, no leverage, you don't know what's going on with the money, and you're just looking rich on paper, which is not even, you're not even touching those gains yet. So it's a liability if it's taking money away every single month. The broker is making money by having your money in the stock market, but if you're going to have the money in the stock market, you got to do it yourself. You got to learn how to incorporate a company and then start investing in different asset classes that exist today, which are 5. Business, number 1. Number 2, real estate. Number 3, crypto. Number 4, paper assets. Number 5, commodities. They all require financial education, and we have that here in our community at Master Investors. So make sure you subscribe to our channel if you're new. Welcome to our community. Our mission is to elevate the financial well-being of humanity through high-quality financial education. Made simple, we look at opportunities to build passive income and true wealth. Communication skills are key when it comes to building our wealth. Trust me, the more you can communicate with other people, the more you attack that fear of not being able to communicate even on camera, right? If you like to start a live stream or maybe creating content for your brand, again, you don't have to create any of the content yourself. You can pay other people and delegate. We recommend to do that as well. But I like to do this because it improves my communication skills, and I can leave a message that empowers other people in a very positive manner, because we're building wealth together. We're pulling the current to the side, giving you the mindset of the ultra wealthy, the right context when it comes to money. A lot of people are operating with a poor mindset. 2 types of mindset when it comes to money: poor mindset and wealthy mindset. It's up to us at the end of the day which mindset we operate with. The middle class and the poor class have the poor mindset. Why? Because of the way they handle money, the way their cash flow pattern is on their financial statement, okay? And it's not to offend anybody, it's just the mindset, okay? They still can have money, they can still pay the bills, but they still have no freedom, okay? So a doctor can have a lot of money, but he or she has to show up to see the clients. Now, if the doctor loves to do what they do, then great. I still recommend to always learn how to invest. So even if you love the job that you have today, then still learn how to invest instead of you giving your money away, because at some point maybe you want to retire earlier, and so you have the income coming in from your assets, and you can supplement the earned income without any issue, and you're not going to be worrying about running out of money or lowering your standard of living. It's all about expanding and living above our means, right? That's what we talk about here in our community. We're not cutting expenses. We're not saving money. Savers are losers. Good debtors and wisely spenders are the new winners of this economy, the new economy, okay? The new monetary system that works with debt. So we need to learn how to use debt, how to use our capital to raise even more capital, and how to invest for passive income, and how to operate with an entity, because that's how we tap into the best tax code that exists, okay? Well, the tax code is for everybody, even for employees, but the tax code is not in favor of employees. That's why they get taxed at the highest bracket. So it's impossible to build wealth with working just for earned income. I mean, a lot of people have money and high-paying employees, like high athletes, the top 10% of movie stars, right? They make millions of dollars, but they still have to show up to record. They still have to show up for the check. They're chasing the bag. And again, if that's what they love to do and that's their dream, then great. They're doing what they love, and it doesn't feel like work to them. However, I still recommend everyone to learn how to invest. So here at Master Investor, it's all about bringing that investor out of us and turning him into a master investor, wealth entrepreneur, a true leader. And it takes self-development, effort, it takes commitment. If you truly want to, look, it's Monday before noon. I'm out here enjoying my time as my businesses are making cash flow, and I can live the life that I want. I have control over my time. If I want to go and have a natural juice right now, then I'm going to go do that. If I decide to come back to get in the water right after that, I come back and do that. So it's about controlling our time and having the ability to execute any idea that we want, because we have the excess of passive income or passive cash flow coming in from our assets, that we can utilize that to fulfill any of our liabilities or wants that we have. But it starts with the motivation. Make sure whatever business we start, figure out our motivation behind that business. Why do we want to do that business? Because it has to be a big enough why to be able to persevere through the difficulties along the way, if there are any, because today we have mentors and we have so much material online that we can avoid a lot of the mistakes that people made before. We don't have to make them ourselves. We can get somebody else's wisdom, and then we can make it our wisdom by applying that information into our lives, not make the same mistakes, and then we gain that wisdom. But we have to apply. So we can actually expedite becoming wealthy in this new economy and with technology that we have today, because we can sell worldwide instantly. We can be up and running with our first business within seconds. So think about solutions that you want to bring to the world. Those solutions might be already created. We can use other people's products, right? We can do affiliate marketing, and that's cool too, because that brings passive income. If we're bringing sales that are high ticket items and we're bringing in 10 sales per day on Autopilot, that is passive income that is coming in without us working. And we can duplicate the ad. We can actually reach out more people. We can do a new product as well. So you can get started immediately. There shouldn't be any excuses today, because we have technology. We have everything in our hands. We have communities like Master Investor. We are the authentic brand of money, business, and investing. We're here every single day providing you the good news of money and the bad news as well, and telling you exactly how to build wealth, how to use the new rules of money, how to invest like the wealthy, how to operate money like the wealthy, because it starts with the mindset. It starts with shifting our concept regarding money and on learning what we've been taught about money and building wealth, and to start acting like a financial investor. We have to invest daily. We have to understand how to acquire assets and invest in different assets, analyze financial statements, the taxes, right? Being able to read the expenses, the liabilities of a business, and deciding whether we can improve the financial statement of that business, right? Maybe the current owner is not doing something that is obvious to us, but they just don't see it, and we can improve the bottom line by just switching as soon as we take over. So there are a lot of things that we can gain just by having the power of financial education. We gain power over other people. We understand what is an asset and liability. We can read financial statements, which that's the foundation of true wealth, and we can literally build total freedom and the lifestyle that we desire, because we have no obstacle in regards to what we can afford. We can afford anything because we can build or acquire an asset that builds passive income and capital gains income sometimes. Not all assets will bring passive income, but building wealth requires us to tap into our financial genius. And how do we do that? We need to find our motivation as to why we want to be wealthy, as to why we want to start a business, and we need to make those whys very clear and make sure that they are strong enough for us to keep going, because it's going to require us to have emotional strength, and we need to have a strong enough why behind it so that when we feel like giving up, we're going to continue. All we have to do is be right one time, and we'll be able to tap into financial freedom and true wealth. Look how beautiful the beach looks right now. If you want to live on the beaches of the world and tap into the best version of ourselves, of yourself, right, then you need to start investing for passive income. You need to understand the data that allows an individual to build true wealth. And it starts with investing in ourselves, because it's something that we can't take away. No one can take that away from us. Once we have invested in our minds and our knowledge, then that is the power right there. We have to apply it in our lives. We cannot just keep it as information, because otherwise it's just somebody else's knowledge. The way we turn that into our knowledge is by applying it in our lives. But we need to wake up our financial geniuses, and the way we do that is by start investing actively, not giving your money away. Investing in financial education, have as an expenses, have investing in also studying financial education daily. That is a requirement to build wealth. A lot of people don't study how to make money the wealthy way. They don't study how to make money without working. All they know how to do is work hard for money, and they look for the high paying job, and then they're exhausted and they really have no freedom. So it doesn't matter how much money you make if you don't have any freedom. As long as you want what you have, then it's okay. So like I said, if you love your job and that's okay with you, then awesome, right? You're living your dream, and I still suggest that you invest in different assets, and that's going to help you anyway. So, but for those who want to get out of the rat race, take massive action now. The opportunities are right there. Get inside of our digital courses. If you're an entrepreneur, if you're an inside investor already, if you already have businesses that are successful, get inside, read our digital courses, our ebooks, because they will also help anybody, okay? It will take us to the next level financially, regardless of how much money we're making now. Alright, I hope that this video has been helpful, and I'll see you on the beaches of the world, building financial freedom and true wealth together. Thank you for spending time with me today, and let me know if you have any questions. Click the link in the description. I'll see you inside our inner circle. The time is now. Stay extraordinary and wealthy. Bye for now.